Hey, great to have you here. So back today with another SH Figuarts Dragon Ball video, specifically looking at the mini Super Saiyan Goku from Dragon Ball Daima. I've done a few videos and posts with regards to the Daima SH Figuarts line. I encourage you to take a look back at the recent one I did on this specific figure when we got the announcement and just the one stock image of this figure and my thoughts as a whole for that release here. So with that, we're not going to waste any more time. We're going to just jump right in and take a look at the additional images that we did get from the Super Saiyan Mini Daima Goku. So first shot here is more of a zoomed in view of what we've seen already. So we just have Goku with his very stern face looking like he's preparing for battle with just his fist clenched. So not a whole lot variety from what we've already seen thus far. I will say one thing I want to point out here, his eyes look very dark. Like it almost has that eyeliner look to it where it's like that Majin Vegeta almost look where it's just very dark around the eyes. And I know it's beneficial when Figuarts does the extra perimeter, like dark lines around the eyes. It really makes them pop. But I feel like here they went a little bit too heavy, especially beneath the eye where it's just that really dark black line. But maybe we'll see some more shots and get more of a view of what that looks like and see if it's a problem or not. But from this first photo, not much to call out just because it's something we've, for the most part, seen already. Next image we have, not a whole lot to call out here either. It's just the same image, just shown from a full body point of view. And once again, for the most part, we've seen this already, so I'm not going to waste any more time covering this one. It's essentially what we've gotten already with the powered down Goku. Just the same situation with the body, the hands, everything, just a new hairpiece to go along with Goku here. Next up, we have him in a more combat pose. So the only real change from the previous photo is his right hand has the martial artist look to it as opposed to the clenched fist. So showing an alternate hand here. But other than that, once again, not much different to really identify here. Here we have the open hands. So with every SH Figuarts, you kind of get used to seeing what kind of hands to expect, whether it's the clenched fist, the Kamehameha open palm hands, the karate martial artist hands. So right here we get the Kamehameha or just open palm hands and an alternate faceplate as well. Goku smiling here. Once again, it does look like his eyes are probably a little bit too dark. It feels like that really stands out. And being honest, I haven't watched Daima yet to this point, so maybe that's the look. You guys let me know down in the comments below if you've been watching the show. Is this what Goku looks like? Does he have that dark of eyes? Love to see your feedback there. Let me know if this is accurate to the anime or if this is something that's not exactly what he looks like. But not much other to call out here. We have the smiling face and the open palm hands. That's about it for this image. Okay, next up, a little bit different, just more of an action shot here. So same hands, using them a little bit differently. So instead of having them just open pointing at the camera, we have a Kamehameha power-up pose here, as well as a new faceplate. So we have him with the teeth gritting. Thus far, it feels like mostly what that power down Goku came with. So we had similar faceplates on the regular base form of Mini Goku as we have here. This obviously just has the Super Saiyan eyebrows and then along with the headpiece as well. So not a whole lot different here. You're pretty much getting the same body Goku, so I don't want to waste too much time covering a lot of the similarities. Next up, we have him blasting the Kamehameha at the screen. So same hands, just stretched out, showing the articulation well in this photo. So we're seeing kind of the ability to get those hands close together. That's really awesome to see, just the advancement we've gotten with the ability to have that full articulation here, especially with the small figure. And then we have the shouting face. So once again, a face we got on Powered Down Goku, but just the Super Saiyan version of it. It's cool to get the ability to have him in Super Saiyan form doing the same things, but doesn't feel like we're getting a lot different beyond just having the gold eyebrows or the yellow eyebrows as well as the hair. So not a whole lot different here. Looks like we may see some variety in the skirt pieces thus far as well. So we had the one that was just straight down, and then this one's more of the wavy one, allowing more flexibility to his lower body and his torso area. Other than that, not a whole lot to call out in this image. Next up, we have, once again, not much different. We have the exact same face plate of him screaming. Then we just have the clenched fist again. So showing off just an alternate way you can pose Goku, but nothing really new to call out here that we haven't seen in the prior photos. Next up, we have him kicking. So just showing off the articulation of the lower body a little bit further. Fists again, back to the clenched teeth look. No different accessories included from this shot that we've seen already. Just once again, another action pose that you can potentially pose Goku in. And then finally, we have Goku back with the smiling face and with the karate chop left hand. So This is a piece that I guess we did not get. I don't believe so on the base form Goku. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but I don't think we got a karate chop hand included in the base form. So a little bit different here. I'm curious to see what all of the hand variety that we are going to get with this guy. Recapping, kind of looking at what's included here on the list. We have, he comes with his main body, exchangeable left and right, 3 types. So I'm curious to see what those all are. So we have the clenched fist, obviously. We have the martial artist hands. We have the Kamehameha hands. And then we have at least a left karate chop hand. Is the right accompanying hand also karate chop hand? And if so, does that mean there's no hands that can hold the power pull for Goku? It feels weird to include an accessory that couldn't be held, so I don't know if they expect you to buy the other release and just have that option to put those hands on, or maybe they feel like, hey, Super Saiyan Goku doesn't use the pull. Not really sure what the intent is there. It's possible they have a right pull holding hand, but with them showing a karate chop hand in the left hand, feels like at the very least, he's not going to be able to hold the pull in his left hand, which is a little bit odd, as I said, to have that accessory that can't be really fully utilized. Then it has exchangeable hand, left and right, 3 types listed again. I'm assuming what they really mean there is the headpieces, since we did seem to get 3 different editions there. So I believe they're the same 4 that we get with base Goku. So we have the smiling face, the stern face, the teeth gritting face, and the yelling face. That feels like that's all we get with this version of Super Saiyan Goku. Then we have the exchangeable clothing piece and the power pull inclusion. So in reality, you actually, from what it seems like, get less with this version of Goku. I'm not sure you get the holding the pole hands. We'll have to see with that one because, as I mentioned, the left karate hand is in there. But you also don't get a second hairpiece. And I understand that Super Saiyan Goku doesn't necessarily have a variety of headpieces, potentially. I feel like they could have done a wavy one, though. Whereas the power down version did have 2 alternate versions. They had the standard Goku hair and then the wavy hair. So you're actually getting 1 less accessory included with this release when compared to the base form mini. So a little bit strange here. I'm also not positive, but this is listed on Bandai right now. Pre-orders come out December 2nd at 8 p.m. Eastern, and this guy doesn't drop until July of 25, so you're going to be waiting a little bit of time for him to come out. I'm not really positive if this is a P Bandai only. From what I can tell, it looks like this is a Premium Bandai release, and it's not something that's going to be available at retailers. Feels a little bit odd for a budget release since it's only a $35 figure, but we'll have to see if that winds up coming to fruition. I'll make sure to share in the comments below if it is coming to retailers, but from everything I can tell thus far, this is a P Bandai exclusive $35 figure. And I don't know if I fully align with the decision making there. I guess they feel like, hey, you already did the base form Goku. Let's make the Super Saiyan version more exclusive to more collectors that really want to, grab the entire line as a whole. But it just feels like an odd choice. You can easily put this in like a retail store, as far as I can tell, but maybe they felt like the success of this one would not be as strong as the powered down version. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Is this a figure you're going to pick up? I think for me personally, I've been a little mixed on the Daima line since I haven't watched the show yet, but I think even if I was watching the show currently, I would be reluctant to grab this guy. And definitely, if you're interested, definitely go for it. I'm not of the mindset of, hey, definitely bash this, don't buy this. I think you should vote with your wallet. This is something that I'm not personally likely to pick up, but if it's exciting for you, I'm all for that, and I definitely encourage you to grab this guy if he's something that you're wanting to add to your collection. I just feel like, since I don't have the whole attachment to Daima, and we don't get that much extra with this specific Goku beyond the just powered down mini version of him, feel like it's a pass for me personally. And that's just overall my thoughts on this figure. Feels like we're getting a little bit less, and it's a P Bandai exclusive only, so it's something you have to commit to well in advance. And also on top of that, obviously the $10 shipping that you get with P Bandai as opposed to potentially other retailers. So that's overall my thoughts. Is this something you guys are going to look forward to grabbing? Is this something you're saying, yeah, I don't need this? It feels like a little bit unnecessary. It's kind of duplicating what we have with the Goku. It definitely, at this point, after seeing the images that we did get, feels like they easily could have included just an alternate headpiece somewhere, with whether it's an accessory pack or something. Doesn't feel like it necessarily warrants its own separate release, but people are going to buy it if they put it out there, so maybe they're fine with doing it this way. What are your thoughts overall on this being a Bandai exclusive as well? That's kind of a unique decision to make. We'd love to see your feedback there. I think this guy probably could have included another accessory since we were missing out on the other headpiece that we got with the powered down Goku. I get that if they did like a Kamehameha or some other accessory, The price probably wouldn't be $35. They probably would bump it up at least 10 more bucks, but it doesn't feel like you're getting the full package of a figure with this one. I get it's a budget price point, but it feels like a little bit less than we got with the powered down version. So I know I've rambled on long enough, but those were my thoughts on this figure. And yeah, just let me know your guys' thoughts as a whole. Is this something you're going to grab? Appreciate you guys so much for watching, and hope to talk to you again soon.